Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Amos. We are live on Footballers Connect NG. So we will be speaking with Sani Gideon today. Gideon is a professional footballer who plies his trade in Turkey. He'll be joining us to share some of his experience. Thank you, Afuya, for joining. He'll be sharing with us what exactly it is like to survive in Turkey. What does it take? How is the journey of becoming a professional footballer like for anyone who is in Turkey? We have many young Africans in Turkey, and the story has not been rosy. Uh, Over the years, Africans have been migrating to Turkey. We see Turkey as one of the destinations where Africans are welcome, but you know things have not been just the way we thought it would be. So what we will be discussing today, Gideon will be sharing some of his experiences with us. What it is like for those guys who think, oh, I can just go to Turkey, I will find a club no matter how bad it gets. Not too much good stories. Yeah, African Jaguar says. I am Cottrell, Dr. Cottrell. Thank you so much for joining as well. This promises to be a very interesting conversation. Trust me, Sani Gideon is going to let a lot out of the bag. He's going to share with us what it takes, what he saw, what his experience was, because he's also one of those who has such a story, over the years. So I'm just going to reach out to Gideon now, and then he would join us. 1 second. Dr. Cottrell said, "Don't go to Turkey." Why did you say don't go to Turkey? Then maybe you have some experiences you want to share with us, Doctor. Yeah, Doctor says don't go to Turkey. Well, everybody has got their reasons why they would advise young footballers not to go to Turkey. Because I mean, you just stand from where you are. Let's say maybe you're in Nigeria, and then you just begin to imagine that, oh, yeah, they're making it tougher now. I agree with you, Doctor. I agree with you. I think, like, everywhere in Europe, in Asia, it's becoming tough. Like, if you look at the the lower divisions, what they are doing, they are really restricting foreigners. They are limiting the number of foreigners that are going to be playing in their leagues. But hey, our guys back home don't understand. Everybody just wants to move out of Nigeria. So uh, Sani Gideon is right here. So we will connect with him just now, and then we'll go live straight. So guys, please get your questions ready. Gideon is ready. It is only once you have. Yes, I agree with you, Doctor. Once you have a bigger career, once you become um, a big gun. Once you become one of the top players, you can go. You can go to Turkey. Turkey is a very good place to play football. Hey, boss, Sonny Gideon. Nice to have you here.
My big, what's up now, my brother?
I did. All right. I'm all right, man. I'm all right. It's
Yeah,
so good to have you here with us.
yeah, welcome.
Yeah. So I was just sharing in the introduction that
Okay.
you played in Turkey, you've seen it all, you understand how the system works. A lot of people, even a doctor who is in the United States, Dr. Cottrell, he said, "Don't
Yeah,
go to Turkey." I don't know. Would you say the same thing?
yeah. I will say it's right and it's not right also
Yeah.
because it all depends on how you are being packaged.
Yeah.
To come to play in Turkey.
Mm, mm,
Uh, to be honest, if you play in Turkey, you're gonna enjoy everything because they
mm,
are also trying to support we most especially with the black players.
mm,
We can see in
mm.
some different countries that like they said they are what's it called? These black something, but in Turkey they don't have that. They give
Mm.
us the free hand. They give us the free chance.
You mean there's no racism in Turkey? That's what you
No,
mean.
no, no. There's no racism in Turkey. They love
Mm.
they love us, and
I agree with you.
that's
I
that's
agree with
just
you.
it. Yeah. So, but if you play in professional here, you're gonna enjoy it. But
Yeah.
that's why I said it all depends on how you are, you are coming, or how the package is, you know. So if your agent has a good contact
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
good teams here, it's something good.
That's cool.
But
That's cool.
but
Okay.
if not, it's gonna be a hard one.
So these are part of the things that we would like to hear from you. You've been in Turkey for quite a number of years. When exactly did you move to Turkey, Gideon?
It was 2008. Oh, was it?
2008.
Sorry, 2009.
That's over 10 years now.
Yeah, over 10 years now.
Wow. 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 So how's the experience been like? Just share with us. What has it been like? How would you rate your time in
Yeah,
Turkey?
the experience have been ups and down. When I came here, 2009. It was one Super League team that invited me to Turkey, and
Okay. Okay.
we are four in number, 4 players. So it was our video they watch, and they send us an invitation. So it was one match that we played against under 20 national team. The national team that played in was it World Cup in Canada.
Yeah, that's in
2000
in
2007, I
2005.
think. No, I think it's 2007. Was
2007.
it 2007? Yeah, I think
That was
2007.
2000. In 2005 was yeah, yeah,
2000,
2000. I think it's
2005.
2007.
Yeah, 2007. Yeah. So
2005, 2007.
so we played the match, and we played 1-1, and it happens that I'm the one that scored the goal. So they watched the match, and so I got the invitation. I arrived to Turkey, and we made a trial, but unfortunately things did not go as planned. So we are hearing some news that they have a problem with the federation here. They couldn't sign any foreigner, something like that. So after that, we are just left in the street. So that is where the journey began. So we've been
Interesting.
roaming about the street, and walking with our with our toothbrush in our pockets, trying to survive, looking for where to sleep, looking for what to eat, you know. So I remember vividly. There's a time I was sleeping in the internet cafe, you know, and
In Turkey,
yeah,
internet cafe.
yeah. Now I'll be cleaning the all the computers. Then I'll be getting like 5 lira. The 5 lira is like let me just say 500 naira. So I've been getting these, and taking good care of myself, just like that.
Interesting. Afuye says, Salami Afuye says, I was there live.
Ah, salami afuye,
Interesting.
yeah.
So,
Mm.
I'm back now. Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah,
So I wanted to
your
share with us
network.
your journey. Yeah, I think it's from me. So how did you become a
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I become a footballer, just right from when I was in primary school, we've been playing all these, what's it called, class
interclass match?
the class match and all other things like that. Then from there, I went to play in Shell Cup. I captained the. So we were invited to represent Nigeria national team. So I captained the team as well, and the three Shell Cup that I played and the academicals that I played, we won the trophy, and I happened to be the captain, which I lifted the trophy as well. So from there, I know I have a talent and I have a future.
Interesting. So while you were playing, what was it like for your parents? When you are a young chap growing up, parents will be like, "Hey, don't play football. Go and read your book." Was there anything like that?
Yeah. It was tough. Then if I go out to play in the street, we have one place that we do call Oko Tatapila. Then, I will go and play, and we are playing, anytime we are playing, my mom always have that time, of cooking, making soup and all that, and she always want me to support her and do all those stuff. But immediately I come back home, my God, it's always a tough one. We beat hell out of me, and and I would say, oh, I won't go again. I will not do that again. I will not play football again. But still, I will still go back to training because that's what I love. That's what I want to do. So
Yeah,
that's just it.
I can imagine. So, but at what point did they start taking you serious? At what point did your parents start taking you serious?
Yeah, it was when we played the Share Cup competition, and the match was televised. We played that match in Surulere National Stadium, and my mom saw me on the TV when we played the semi-final. And it was my friend that is telling me all these things. So he said, my mom said, "Oh, that's my son, something like that." So she was happy and forced to come to the final, to watch the final. And luckily for me, I also get a goal in that final. And she saw me lifting the trophy and all of that thing. So she was happy. So
I think I remember all this period.
yeah. So after all those things, and I came back home one certain time for holiday, and she came to our room, and she came to wake me like, am I not going for training? I said,
Story don't change.
Yes, story don't change, you, my brother. So, but that's our parents. It's normal. It's normal,
It's normal, honestly.
Yeah.
So somebody is saying, what about now that you are a professional? This question is from official Mr. White.
Official, okay. Yeah.
He said, what about now that you're a professional? Yeah.
Now that I'm professional, my mom, yeah, she's a happy person, and she has been been full of surprises, and she's just been happy, like that this is our son, doing this for her, doing all other things, and even a lot of my story that she do here, she will just call me. Yeah, I heard you are doing something like this. I'll say, yes, mommy. Then she will just pray for me, like that.
Interesting. Okay, so let us talk about your professional life now. Tell us. You started by discussing Turkey from the beginning. So, but I want you to give us an in-depth. How did you move from Nigeria? For the benefit of those who are just joining us, we're speaking with Sani Gideon. He's based in Turkey. He's been playing professional football in Turkey. He's played quite a number of years in Turkey. So more than 10 years experience. So if he's speaking, understand that he's speaking as an authority. He has played in every category, and then he's got a lot to share with us. So tell us, how did you move to Turkey? What was it like? What was the arrangement like for us?
Yeah, it's been a tough and rough one, like when you can't see a good player with money. It's very hard. So, then that we all want to travel. Like I said, I played in the Nigerian league, and I was not satisfied with the competition. Like I want to move out. I want to go to that Europe, since I've been watching the top leagues and Champions League, all of that stuff. So I challenged myself. Like I don't have any problem when I was playing in Nigerian league. No, I don't have any problem with my team. I don't have any problem with anything. I just left myself in 2000. I said 2005. I think I said enough is enough. So that I just want to move. So, and how can I move? I don't have money. I don't have any connection. But I just have that determination and belief that it's gonna work out with my moves. So I I went to when I came back to Lagos. I met Princess Jegede. So Princess Jegede took me to national team. No, sorry. When I was playing in Nigeria League, I got invitation from under 17. Under 17. So then the coach was Coach Zillion. If you could remember, Coach
Yeah,
Zillion.
Coach Zillion. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I was so respected in the national team, which they really liked me because I did very well then. But it's just because the lateness of the passport and all other things, and but that one is by the way. So I met Princess Jege, which she took me to under 20 as well. And the coach that was there said, I know this one, I know this one, I know this one. This is Sani Gideon that played in the Shell Cup, something like that. And I said, yes. He said, no, 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 no. You are too old for me. So I said, I'm not old. I'm still 19 years, something like that.
They thought maybe because you captained a team and you played in the Shell
Yeah.
Cup, maybe you were an
Yeah.
old player. They never
I
knew that you
played
were just a
three. I
young
played
player that
three
was very
times.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. That was so. Uh, that's just it. And I left as well. Because I could remember then Jegede too. She has one team like that, and they came to play national team friendly match, and I also played, and that is the day I went for my international passport. So I came back late to that match, and New Zealand just say, okay, let me just give you 5 minutes to just play to warm the body. And I came in, I go into that match, and I also score goal. And
5 minutes.
it brought me out again and say, I'll be preparing you for the qualifier, the weekend. But unlucky, I couldn't play. But that's just football. So that is why I just started, and I left to Lagos totally. Then to start with one academic team, which is a Margate Football Club. So that's when I was playing, and Margate, the owner of the Margate came, and he brought some agents that came to watch us, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is a good player, and it's a promising player," something like that. And after that, so that's when we played the friendly match against under 20 national team. So that is what brought me here in Turkey.
Interesting. So it was after the agents saw you, they watched you play, and then they said, "Hey, guy, you're going to Turkey," and then they moved you to Turkey.
Yeah, they watched the video, the match we play against the under 20 national team.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. So I got the invitation. I said, okay, we are going. That's how I started. Yeah.
And when you got to Turkey, what was it like? So for the benefit of people that are following us, so we want to really understand the journey, the progress. When you got to Turkey, this is Europe. You don't reach there. You've been looking for the opportunity to get there. What was the feeling like? Tell us.
Yeah, I got here when the weather is coming to summer, but not summer yet. So it was sunny but still cold. So I said, what is this? It was sunny but still cold. this is Europe, oh, something like that. And when I get to the airport, the team that that came to receive me, Kojelisco, with their boss and everything was organized, professional. So I said, no, I don't arrive. This is me. I'm in Europe now, something like that. Yeah, that's just it.
So, how many of you guys traveled at the time when you traveled? Was it just you
we
that
were,
traveled?
we were just four. And when we get here, it was only me that they allowed, to have a trial with them.
So, which
So
team
that
was this? It was the amateur
Ojeli
team,
Sports, no Super League then, but
Super
now
League
I
team.
think they dropped to the lower division now. Kojeli Sport, yeah.
Interesting. You didn't sign for the team, did you?
No, 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 no. I didn't sign for the team. So
So
it
after
was then.
yeah.
It was then after the whole thing, and we couldn't sign. So that is how we are just left in the street, you know, doing all our things and struggling here and there, just to get a play. We were favored to have one good Samaritan that kept us in one hotel, but it was underground. The place that they do, keep some old things, like that. So we just organize a small bed that we're just sleeping and trying to see what's gonna happen, what tomorrow brings. So just like that.
Interesting. Interesting. During this period, were you, because your family back home would be like, oh, Gideon is in Turkey, they don't know what's going on. What was it? What was the communication
Then,
like? What were you
then,
telling them at home?
there's a time I called my elder brother. I said, and I was crying on the phone. I said, bro, I'm coming back home. There's real shit is going on here, and I can't condole it anymore. And he told me, just try. Things will be fine, things will be better. So when I talk to some of my friends too, some are saying come, some are saying stay there. So it's just left for me to pick the right thing. So, but I know with all, I would go with the advice of my blood brother. So that's what kept me here. And the four of us that came, the three player, sorry, two player left, and we have me and the other last player, which later on he also left. But I'm so happy. I thank God. I'm enjoying it now.
Interesting. What an
Yeah,
interesting story you have. So, how
yeah,
were you training during this period? How were you trying to keep shape in case even if anything comes up? How were you trying to keep shape at the time?
yeah. I will say something that I will still later repeat later, maybe before the end of the, there's something that when you want to play football, you have to sacrifice yourself for something. You have to be disciplined. You have to dedicate yourself, and you have to determine. These three things, works together. I was determined, and I said I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it. I don't want an excuse. You understand? So I've been struggling, trying to see but I will still go out, either in the cold weather or rainy weather. I will go to one garden to do some training, short runs and sprinting, all other things. I don't have anywhere to go and play football, but I'm just doing that. So when I get home, I will still do some push up and abdominal, something like that. So it was one certain time that somebody just said they have one field like that. African guys are playing in there, so you can just go and try. So that's when I got there. Luckily for me, I have some friends that I know from Nigeria. So that is when I was being given the opportunity to play. So I play very well that fateful day. So after then, I was welcomed, well. I was, then I came back to my happiness and the joy that at least I'll be doing what I love most, and that's why I'll be playing in this place, you know. So that's where I started my training at that feet,
Mm.
just like that.
Interesting, interesting.
Mm.
So, I'm trying to imagine what it would have been for you at the time, because it is when you see other Nigerians, other Africans that you can train with, and then you become very happy, you become very jovial again, and then you begin to see light.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, these other guys, how did they come to Turkey? Were they also the same process like yours, or what exactly? How did they come to Turkey? Are they playing professional, or
Mm,
what was their situation?
I would say many of them are not like the way I came because I was being invited, but the rest guys, many of them, maybe they have one agent that have just little contact in Turkey, and they will arrange fake invitation for them, just to bring player in. And when they bring player in, they will just dump them in Turkey, and they will just leave the player like that. And after that, the player will just be in the streets, roaming about and doing all this other stuff.
Wow,
We have we
we've
have
read many stories. Yeah, I was going to
we
ask,
have
like,
we have
we,
okay, okay,
no, 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 you go
I'm
on, you
listening.
go on.
Yeah, we have a lot of African players here, which they are just wasting their time. When I'm saying wasting their time, they are just wasting their time. They don't have a future. They're just on the street like that. You know, but the one I can talk to, I do talk to those ones, and they always seek advice from me, and I will tell them the truth, and I will tell them how it works. So I do if I tell some people that it's better for you to go to Nigeria to go and play than to just stay here doing nothing. Every year you are wasting your time doing nothing. It's you know it's uncomfortable.
We'll come back to that story again, because I mean, there are many guys that are in Turkey right now. We've read quite a number of stories about players who go, African players, not just Nigerians, many Africans who are in Turkey, and they have no desk. Some of them have no housing. They stay with people, they squat. Some of them beg on the streets. Some of them do
Yeah.
other sort of thing. We'll come back to that. But when did the big break come for you? Abib is asking. Abib is blackface. He's also a footballer. He says, "I want to hear when the big breakthrough came.
Oh,
How did the breakthrough come for you?"
yeah, the big breakthrough came when they do organize a Nations Cup here. So that Nations Cup, I played, and I played very well, score goals, and then we do have an opportunity of these agents that they do come to watch and see, all these young agents that they are not licensed, but
Mm.
they are citizens of Turkey. They have all this contact that they can just take you for a trial in all these lower division. So I happen to know a guy, a Nigerian guy that has that good connection, that good contact with the agent. So he said, "Oh, you're a good player," something like that. And I'm going to try to get you a trial in one of the lower division side, and
Clubs.
we'll see how it goes. So then I said, please, I can't wait to have that. So I get that opportunity, and I don't have my visa is dead.
Your
I
visa
don't
is
have
expired already, right?
tired already. I don't have. I'm illegal. I don't have a resident. So I just went, and I tried. The team took me to camp, and I did very well. We played friendly games, and like we played like 6 friendly games, and I scored 7 goals. And they tried to do all the possible best, just for me to get the resident, but nothing is working out, and they are tired of spending money, not getting results. So that's why I've been sent home. So
Wow.
I came back to Istanbul, still praying to God and continue my training. And I met another guy again. Opportunities like that keep coming, and I'm just going, up and down. Just go for the trials and all of that thing. With all these, I saw myself that I'm fit, to play in anywhere because of the training I've received in all the whole team. So I came back and nothing is working out, and I went to the what's it called, to one of the city here they called Ankara. So to just to get married, and from there I can get
Residence.
resident permit to to stay in Turkey, but still nothing works out. So it was one of my friends that just said, my team needs a striker, so I don't know if you can come. So with that mind that I will still go, nothing will still happen, but let me just try. So I just give a trial, and when I get to that team, so that team said, because then I have my dread, and all this thing when you're playing, and I have my dread, and they said, this guy, you're only selling watch. We don't think you're a footballer. So and then I don't even understand the language, but my friend was just translating, and I was weak. I said, these guys, they said I'm selling what? just because I'm looking for something to rest on. But I felt
I go Lunta. You dey sell watch.
I felt
Oyibo sabi talk anyhow.
yes, but not all the Oyibos. Just because Turkey, they have their own this thing too. So, and I was there for like 3 days, and each day they would just give me one ball to just be jogging at the back of the pole, and I was very angry, but because I don't have a choice, I just have to do it. So it was that my friend that just told them that, hey, this guy have a lot of offers in Istanbul. So if you don't want him, just let him go. So, but I'm very sure that if you guys can sign this guy, he's gonna be a good player for us. He's gonna help the team, so something like that. And they asked the guy that, what if this guy does not perform? The guy said, if he did not perform, just take $300 from my salary. And they say, oh wow. And that's when they just give me a trial. And on that fateful day, God was on my side. I killed their central defender that they are using to in the league. I killed them, and the coach stopped the training and said, no, I don't get striker.
You murder the guy.
I matched them. I caught them.
So which club was this?
Izmirspor. That is where I
okay.
start. Yeah, Izmirspor.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
So after, yeah, go on.
So after that, I got my resident, and I got my license. So I was very happy, and with that joy, so the following week we have a match, away game. So we started the game. I scored 2 goals. We won 3-1. So after that, my name was all over the newspaper, and the club news and everything. The name started ringing in everybody's ear, and people started saying, who is this? Sani. They said one Sani is in this city, something like that. So the second game, we are playing the team in the top, the team that are topping the league. So we won 1-0. I scored the goal again. So with that, they Sani, like Sani everywhere. So after the third game, we also won 2-0. I scored another goal again. So it was sorry. So I didn't score in that match. I only assisted. So after the game, the one team, this Akisa Beledi Sport, they are playing in the professional side, Division One, and they came that night, and they said, we want you in Akisa Beledi Sport. So then I don't even understand the language, and my friend was just interpreting and say it seems this team need me in their team. So okay, I said okay, no problem. So I was taken to Akisa, and I was in the hotel. Only me, I was looking like this. Only me in this hotel. What is happening? So it was then one man came in the night and said, "Hey, bro, you'll be signing a professional contract tomorrow, and there's one guy that knows you. He said is coming to stand for you as your agent. Being if you want to sign a professional contract, you have to get somebody that will stand for you as your agent or something like that." So I said, okay, no problem. So the next morning, I saw so many journalists and photographers outside the hotel. When I was coming out, they're just everything was just going. Then I looked back. I said, is there any
Who did they call meet?
So when I noticed it was me, then I put that yanga. Say, today.
Fakosi, you push Akara.
My trainer was just up like this, and I was, how they respect this thing, how they do it. They open the door, the doors, and I go inside and got to the clubhouse where they want to unveil me. So I get there, and they make some jokes before the unveiling and all of the stuff, and they brought the jersey for me, and that's when I've been unveiled, and I signed 4 years professional contract. So after that, just receiving calls that I just saw it in the news now that I saw your name that you just signed the professional. I was like, thank God, thank you. So that's why the whole thing changed.
So one thing that caught my attention is the person who stood as your agent. Did you know this person before?
Yeah, I knew him. He's the one that the first team that I went in that lower division. He's the one that Nigerian guy connected me with. So when he had the news that the Akisa team, they go for me.
We're interested in you.
He quickly called them, and they said, yeah, we have a player like that. And he said, this is my player, and he sent them, pictures, and okay, so they told him that he can come. So of course, when he came,
so did you have an agreement with him? Do you have an agreement with the guy at the time?
No.
So I just want to understand. What if you had said, "Oh, I don't have an agent at the time"? Was there going to be a problem?
There's going to be a problem. It's either they would get agent for me, or I don't know.
No. So what I just want to clarify is, because you did not have any professional contract or any agreement with the agent at the time. So he just showed up, and then he benefited from.
I'm the one. He just showed up like I'm the one that have been, taking this ball,
representing this guy.
To all the old teams, and of which he has the pictures that we do took together, and been going here and there, all of that stuff. So I'm also used to him. So when I saw him, I welcomed him very well, and I said, no problem, we can just do it.
I think it wasn't a bad idea, though. It wasn't a bad idea to
because I need that shit also. So yeah.
So what about this man in that team? Is in his sport that stood for you? The man that said they should take his $300.
Yeah, that's my friend.
What was his position? Yeah.
He's also a player.
Oh,
Yeah, he's also a player.
interesting. So I want to quickly do a quick shout out to everybody that has joined us. I've seen Ifeanyi from Uzbekistan. I've seen people from Shooting Stars. I've seen people from Germany. I've seen people from Belgium. Dr.
Yeah.
Cottrell is from US. Thank you so much, everybody. The official DLH is from Germany. OJB Sports is a journalist from France. I know there's going to be a story after this chat today. Some people are going to write stories about this chat. I mean, and this is the essence of doing these things, so that we can begin to put these things out there, and then people can learn from your experience. Yeah. So at Akisa, I remember when you signed for Akisa, and I remember when you guys got promoted to the Super League.
Yeah.
You were very excited in all your pictures. Yeah. That I saw the excitement.
Yeah, then, just like you said, I was very excited. I was very happy because the season that I signed the team, I did very well. I performed very well, and we were champion, and the whole fans were saying I'm the one that took them to Super League. With that, I was so honored and very happy. And after the champion, immediately I changed my contract and I signed the Super League contract. It was that is the first time I came back to Nigeria to visit Nigeria.
I remember. So how was the journey in the Super League because all of these times you weren't speaking Turkish. How did you cope?
Yeah. I felt like when the coach, is addressing the player. Sometimes you don't understand, but the interpreter is telling you, but you want to hear from the main boss. And so that's when I pick interest. So I said, this language, I would die there. So from there, I got some girlfriends and like that. When you have a girlfriend, if then they don't have a WhatsApp, so it's normal. It's a direct message. So when we are writing messages, and they will be correcting me, and from there, I'm learning. Even so many people think I went to their school to learn. No.
Every time I hear you speak Turkish, I'm always wondering how you got to understand that language so much. And then when you can you tell us, say hello, say my name is Sani Gideon in Turkish. Tell us.
Marabalar, Benemadin, Sani Gideon.
Ah, this one Arabic. This one Arabic. All right, so somebody saying watching from Solomon says he's watching from Nigeria, Ibadan. Ogidiolu, my brother, nice one, thank you so much. I also saw someone who says watching from Germany, Billing Concept, thank you so much. Kunle XM from Canada, thank you so much. Guys, if you have questions for Sani Gideon, you can send in your questions. He still got a lot to share with us. So Gideon, I want you to tell us, as a professional player then, when you came back to Nigeria, you were already signed. You knew that you were going to be playing in the Super League. When you were coming to Nigeria, what was the feeling? Did you feel relieved? How did you feel at the time?
Yeah, I feel relieved, and I was very happy. Even seeing my plane that few minutes now I'll be landing in Nigeria. I was like. I will feel like a king, because Nigeria, when a professional player came back, everybody want to meet, everybody want to see, and the most interesting part is when you want to go and play with the player that are still looking up on to make it to the Europe. Sorry, they are calling prayer.
Yeah, calling for prayer.
Yeah. So like that, you feel happy that you want to go and play with them, so they can have more hope that even with time they are going to make it the same way I've done it.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
I want you to tell us, relating with other Nigerians who are playing at the time when you were playing, you met with Didier Drogba.
DJ
When you
Drogba.
met with Didier Drogba, so what was the interaction like when you met with him?
Funny enough, I met with DJ Drogba and Emmanuel Eboué. So it was Emmanuel Eboué that we are good friends. So we after the game we got our contacts, and Emmanuel Eboué was a very funny guy that you love to be with. So he would text me like, when you get to Istanbul, come to my place. My family is not around, so we can just sit and. But then I don't have time too. I'm in that level too. So I have my own plans. I have my own programs too. I have my own plans too. So when I just get to Istanbul, I'll just hey, hello, I'm around, but I don't think I will see you. But maybe we'll see later. Something like that. But it wasn't like when I was in Nigeria, when I was watching Drogba, playing for Chelsea and all of that stuff. So when I played against him, I just say, so this is just no. I wasn't surprised anymore, but yeah, it was very a pleasant one for me. I was very happy, playing along against those guys.
What kind of person would you describe Eboué as? Emmanuel Eboué. What kind of person would you describe him as?
Eboué is a very nice guy, very jovial, and like that. He just talk the way it is. That's just it.
So someone is asking. Okay, go on. You wanted to say something?
So about Drogba. Drogba is just a cool guy. And, he want to see you at the top. He's always encourage and giving that advice.
Which is the same thing that you are also doing to other young players as well.
Yeah, that is all. That is where I'm learning all those things.
That's how it is. So someone is asking. Official Mr. White says that if I may ask, what do you see that make you choose football as a profession?
First thing is the love I just have for football. Right from the young age. So I know if you can remember vividly, I also play for school. The school, what's it called? The school team.
The grammar school. The
Yeah.
school team.
Yeah. So like that. So and the thing that prompted me to choose football is everything was just there in the family, and no money, nothing. We just poor like that. And I said, this is the only thing I can do. I can't go and be struggling to go to school now, but I know with football I'll just take my kids and go to the field and train, something like that. So I know I have a future, so things will happen. So I just have that belief, and trust. Yeah.
If I is saying he remembers when he came to Turkey, Ogidiolu, I miss eating those banku.
Yeah, they came to Turkey. I was happy for him to seeing him playing for national team. I was happy because they came to Turkey, and it was tough then. He can testify to it. We were living in one room. I think we were 8 guys in one room. So and they came then. I think they were in the hotel. So and they would come to our house, like that, and I would make banku for them with that egusi, so they would eat and all of that stuff. Yeah.
You guys were 8 in one room.
Yeah.
This was what level were you playing then? Which club were you playing in then?
No team then.
Interesting. 8 guys in one room.
8 guys in that room. We have one small corner like that. There's toilets, and and beside the toilet, that's where we do our kitchen and all.
Men don't suffer.
It is small.
So, Efizi is asking, he says, how was the feeling like when you played at Gateway alongside late Rashidi Yekini then?
Yeah, it was another great opportunity, another experience, Rashidi Yekini, playing, with this is not playing against him. This is playing together in the same team. You know, he has been a good brother, good uncle, to me, and I happen to have a opportunity to be in a room with him in one game like that. I think he's against Shooting Star. So we were against Wiki Tourist. So away game, we were in the same room, and when we traveled with a flight because Shegun Odegbami was there. Was our, what was it called? Was it chairman, or I don't know how they put it then? It's a very long time ago. So we traveled with a plane, and I tried to force myself, to sit beside him so that we can have a chat, and I can learn something from him. So, and we were in the room, and we talked to we talked very, very, very well, and he told me about so many things, and he also, advised me, and tell me what to do that that can make me to get to the top, which really helped me,
I want to
then
ask this question. Yeah, go on, please, go on.
Then when I left Gateway and I came back to this Hood field, Jalisco, and people are saying, I don't usually pass ball. I want to take the ball home, something like that, And good for me. When I came here, when you both tell me, say, the way you are playing, that is how we want you to play. So, but I mean, I'm not even telling them anything there. If they are saying all those things, I don't listen to them, because the main striker, the best striker that we have in Nigeria League, Rashidi Ekine, told me to do this thing. So no, not you.
Nobody can change it.
You understand? So that's just it.
I'm happy you learned something from the late Rashidi Yekini, because a lot of people who were close to him always had good things to say about him. He doesn't talk too much, but when he talks, you will get to hear a lot from him. So Shuffle Select is saying Sani also assist and encourage young players in Turkey by giving them opportunities to trial in teams in Turkey.
Yeah. Shuffle Select.
Interesting.
My man. Wale.
I'm trying to look at some of the questions before I go somewhere.
Go ahead.
So what does the future hold for you? What's your plan after football? This is Papin asking. Papin is in US. He's studying, and at the same time he's playing football. What does the future hold for you, and what's your plan after football?
Well, I'm still playing, and I am also thinking the same question, and I have a friend that we do run things together, partner together. So he is into agent stuff. So he has been trying to connect with the agents in Europe, and we did one program around December, which we brought all the agents, like we brought 3 or 4 agents from Europe to Turkey to come and watch the boys. And I happen to be the coach of the boys. I trained there with the experience that I've gotten in all the teams that I've played. So I use it, to gather the boys and give them the same program. And to be honest, they are doing very well. And normally they shouldn't be playing well like the people in Nigeria, because here you don't get that enough training. You don't get the training like Nigeria, where you would train and all your face would get dry. So it is when it is when me and my friend came in. So that is when we've been getting the boys gradually. So good for us. The one we did around December, we achieved little thing, but not enough, but I know it's a gradual, process, and we will get there. So
Mm.
I'm just trying to be. I want to do like scouting and maybe agent as well.
Management, yeah, yeah.
But I don't like coaching. But
You,
who knows?
why
Who
why don't
knows?
you like to be? Why don't you like coaching?
It's a stress job, man. Yeah, because
I agree with you.
if you are doing well, it is you. If you are not doing well, it is you. So if anything want to happen, you will be the first person to get that letter. You know.
I agree with you. So that means you've already chosen a path where you want to go. You want to go into football management. You want to become a
Yeah.
scout. You want to become like own an
So
agency.
I'll still
It's a
be in
very
the
good thing.
system. Yeah.
It's very good, honestly. It's very good. So someone is saying, Sir Dre, Sir_Dre, is saying, good evening, senior man. I am currently living in Istanbul, and I would love to ask if it is advisable to go for different trials, cause I am studying and playing. What advice would you give to people like this?
Well, it's better you study very well, because it's good to study, but if you want to study, you have to study, because study. Sometimes if you have a class around 10 o'clock in the morning, and football you have training 10 o'clock in the morning, which one are you going to choose?
You
So
need
it's
to make
better
that
you,
decision.
yeah, it's better you finish that study, that school thing, and then you come back to football. Football, you still have a time. School too, you still have the time, but if you paid for school, it's better you just finish about the program, then you come back to football, because you can't do both together.
Interesting. I'm
Because
seeing some interesting messages here. So, someone is also saying that that is ABJ12_baller. He says, I'm a benefactor of his program in Turkey. He's a player with a large heart. Then also GP Fowoshere 12 also says, I can remember Sani also assisted with a lot of guys with resident permit issues. God will always be with you.
Amen.
Sani, I mean, God will always be with you. God bless you.
Amen.
You know,
Amen.
there are only few people who are willing to assist people with these things. And what you're doing is you don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you have decided that you are going to do it, it is very good. It is very good. So let us come back to this thing. Now, if I'm a young player in Nigeria, if I'm a young player in Nigeria, and I decide that I want to come to Turkey,
Yeah.
what are my chances? What word would you have for me? What are my chances?
Yeah, if I have the opportunity to talk to the player direct, or the person that want to bring the player direct, if I have the opportunity to talk to them, I will get the full how it is, and I'll get the full information, the full details, and I will chip in my own advice, which that is just the way it is. In the level that we are now, we don't have to be lying to people, and keep wasting people's time, just because they just want to get themselves out of Nigeria. So many people are here. Nigeria is even better for them. The only thing they are enjoying here is the weather, and what the leather, and the weather, and the electricity. There's not up NEPA don't take light, something like that. You have light 247 every day. So, and when it is winter time, the weather will change your color, and people will think you are enjoying yourself. So, because if you are coming to play in Turkey now, number one, you are not coming to play in Super League. You are not coming to play in Division 1 and Division 2. Foreigners are not allowed to play. Division 3, foreigners are not allowed to play. Division 4, foreigners are allowed to play, but last season they stopped it. Last season they stopped all foreigners, in Division 4. Division 5, foreigners are not allowed to play. Division 6 is the one foreigners are allowed to play, and that one is the worstest league here. You will even see one man that will carry big belly like this. So that one is not That one is not a league at all. So it's better you stay back in Nigeria and plan with yourself, plan with your life. And I know many people will not like this that you told them to stay back in Nigeria. They say they just want to go. Fine, if you want to travel.
Time with us. Sonny, so sorry, please. Instagram took us off.
I understand. 1 hour, you gotta
gotta
go
go
off.
off. Yeah. So Sonny, you were saying that Division 2, of course, if you are coming from Nigeria, you cannot play in the Super League. You cannot play in the Division 2. You cannot play in the Division 3. You cannot play in Division 4. No foreigner is allowed anymore. The only division you are allowed to play is Division 6. And you meet people that have pot belly.
That's just it. That's just the truth. So that is why we organize a platform here, which I also appreciate that my friend, very well, been talking to agents, bringing agents to Turkey, at least to come and watch the boys. So now our plan now is to get the coaches, the coaches of the teams, so they will come, because the way coaches will assess player is different to the way agents will assess player. Agent can come and just be pressing phones, doing his stuff, but coach will assess you like this one. If I want this one to be in my team, this is what I want. This is what I want. Something like that. So hopefully it's gonna work. We'll see.
Hey guys, so if you are a Nigerian, you're watching, you are still in Nigeria. If you have an intention of going to Turkey, you need to do it right. Like, you need to make sure that the arrangement between your agent and your club is very solid. If you're going straight directly to the club, you should understand. And if you know that you just want to be a tourist or you want to relocate to Turkey, just know that you are relocating, not that you are going to go and play football. Because what you will find there, you will not like it. Right?
Yeah.
So Gideon, you've told us, how does the system work? Now, if I want to, maybe I'm in a lower division. Are you saying that there are no Nigerian or no African playing in the lower division? No foreigner is playing in lower division right now?
That is the one with pot belly that you said.
This is interesting.
Yeah, that's just it.
Wow. So, if anybody is, because I want us to be careful, so that people will get this message correctly. I want you to say it again. How does the system in the lower division work?
Nothing like lower division for foreigner anymore in Turkey. They've put stop to it. So for now, but we are hearing different, kind of news, like next season they're going to call them back. They're going to play all the foreigner will be able to play again, but foreigner will be able to play again, and all of that stuff. But I don't think, with coupled with the situation of Corona, nobody has money anymore. Even the big teams, they are also suffering from this. Yeah,
I understand. So coronavirus is really ensuring that people cut their budget, and they don't want to spend money on, the reality is, if we had a very good system in Nigeria where things work normal, people won't be looking for, I want to travel, I want to travel to Turkey.
Definitely. You see the lower division side here, they are even better than our Nigerian
Premier League.
The way they have been treated, all the players, the respect and the conditions, so professional.
Let me share a story. So a guy, I don't know, I don't want to mention his name. He might watch this. So he said something when he came back from Turkey. Okay. He said, they now asked him, how far, when you go sign for Nigerians? He said, me, where I don't see heaven, me, I can't go hellfire again. He said, me, where I don't see heaven, me, I can't go hellfire. The guy made sure that he went back to Turkey, and then I think he went to sign a team in Cyprus, and then later he left Cyprus for somewhere else. It's
Yeah, yeah.
so funny.
Cyprus too is just not for you to just stay at home. You can just go and shake body. All those things. Yeah.
I'll be speaking with someone who plays in Cyprus sometime this week. So we are planning already. So he's a professional player in Cyprus also.
Yeah.
This coming week, Lawrence Ogbe. Yeah, Lawrence is here now. Lawrence is also a professional player. He plays in Cyprus for a team in Cyprus.
Okay.
We're booking a session this week. So please, guys, if you are not following Footballers Connect NG already, please make sure you follow us. You can get to hear things like this. You can get to hear the truth,
Yeah, guys, please
undiluted
follow
information.
Footballers Connecting.
Yeah,
Follow them, so you can learn a lot of things from there.
yeah. So let us talk about this Cup of Nations, this Africa Cup of Nations that you guys play. So for the players that are playing this Nations Cup, how much has it helped these players that don't have clubs?
Yeah, the thing has really helped some people, but they are not much, just few players, And but when our own time, like 2000 and 2010, 2009, 2010, we have a lot of agents, like different type of agent, but though they are just the lower division side, but at least to start with. But unlike now, you see many of them will come and they cannot even pick the players. They will say they don't see what they want. So it's like that. I don't know.
So is it that the standard has gone up, or is it that those agents are just not interested in those players? Are you saying the standard has gone up, or what they are looking for, these players don't have it?
I would say maybe they knew the like the foreigner won't be able to get an opportunity again. So that's why they quickly cut that thing down, and they were not interested anymore. So
Interesting.
but we, like me and my friend that I told you about, we are not losing any hope. We are trying to gather guys, to see what we can do. In Turkey, they have something. Everything changes anytime. You understand? So they can just, call tomorrow and say, "Oh, we open the slot for foreigner," and but if you are not training, if you are not ready, how are you going to, go there to play or to perform? And now with the situation of this pandemic stuff and this thing, and so you should be 100% fit, not even 70, or because if you are not 100% fit, how are you going to sign? Because if they want to sign you in anything, you have to play even more than the players they have.
The citizens. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so that is only so. And how can you get there? Is when you are ready, physically, mentally, and all of that. Yeah.
Interesting. So now that there is a coronavirus situation, how are these players surviving? What are they doing to survive? How are they surviving?
Wow. Honestly, it's been really tough for them, and they are also trying. We every time I do give them that kudos, and I do credit them, like it's not easy. You know, they don't have their families yet. Not that they are working, not that they are getting any money or salary from anywhere. They are just in the street trying to meet some of the senior players or some of the big boys in the street, that like, if you can just get me something to pay for house rent and all of that stuff, even food, even they have one card they use in transporting themselves, to training. So all these things, they will have to put money inside the card, so they have been trying. They have been trying a lot. They've been trying a lot. So personally, I appreciate them. But like the ones I know, I don't tell them that I appreciate them, because I don't want to spoil them. I want them to do more. I would just keep telling them, hey, you can do this, you can do more. But it's not easy. And they've really tried.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
some people, I've read some articles that says that they find Africans on the streets of Istanbul begging people for bus tickets, begging people for money. I mean, some people even say that they are even doing yahoo yahoo. So I don't know. Have you come across any of these things? Have you come across any of these guys that are doing? What is your word for these kind of
Yeah,
guys?
yeah. I also had the same thing, but yeah, it's normal. You can't stop any guys doing yahoo yahoo or I don't know how to put it. If they are doing it, you can't be chasing them all around, or you can't be monitoring them all around. Like this is what you're doing, or some do this yahoo yahoo to feed themselves, to take good care of their self, and even take good care of their friends
Hmm.
coming. But my own is, I'm not saying you should not do yahoo yahoo, but we can work together. If you want to do yahoo yahoo, just that 2 hours that you will use in training, just concentrate, keep your head there, do it perfectly, you know, and you feed yourself with yahoo yahoo or something like that. That's just me. So if you are doing well in training, and you get to where you are going, definitely you leave that yahoo yahoo, because if you know what football is, that respect is totally different to yahoo yahoo. Like,
Hmm.
let me use myself for example. um I got all my visas, with my club document, Schengen, all this America, like that. It's because I use my club document. But if you are a yahoo yahoo guy, you can't use any yahoo yahoo document, to get all this. So these are the different. So it's now up to you, the one to choose. Some are doing this yahoo yahoo, and they are okay, and financially. They are financially okay, and they have their breakthrough from there. Everybody cannot play football. Everybody cannot be a professional football. But if you really know you want to play football, leave your yahoo yahoo and focus on football. That's just simple.
Exactly. You said it. If you know that you want to play football, focus on football. Don't mix football with something else because it's going to distract you. Honestly,
Definitely, definitely, definitely,
this is
definitely.
distraction. I mean, it's distraction. I want to appreciate a few more people for joining us. Thank you guys for joining us again. I see Efizi. I see Surulere League. Surulere League is a well-organized regional league. I don't know. I think you know the national
Yeah,
stadium is
Efizi,
Surulere. So,
Efizi too.
uh,
Sorry to call Efizi too.
yeah.
Happens to be another agent now that have been trying to if I don't know if you are following him on Instagram. They made
Okay.
good transfer. They are the agent of Rami Lawal. Adewale
Rahim
Rami Lawal.
Lawal.
So
Okay.
so they make some transfer as well, to one player to Galatasaray. They have a
Mm,
player in
mm, mm.
Başakşehir. These are the top leagues, the Super League here. They have one player in Çaykur Rizespor. They have in Gaziantep. They have in Boluspor. Like that. So they have been trying.
Efizi, they are the king in Turkey. All right, so Efizi, please, we would like to hear from you someday. If you've got some time, I will follow you after this chat, and then we can also talk about you sharing some of your experiences, what you think footballers can do, how we can help players to move rightly. Because what you're doing is you're taking players directly to the teams. This is how business should be. It shouldn't be people lying to people. It shouldn't be people saying, "Oh, I will take you to Turkey. I will take you to," and then they get to Turkey, they dump you. No, that's not it. Take people to clubs if you've got the right connection, not because you know how the system works and then you exploit people. So respect to you, Efizi. If you've got some time, we can have this kind of a chat. I think I mean, this is what we live for. This is what we do, and we want to ensure that people are learning from these experiences. So, right now, Gideon, tell us what club do you play?
Sorry, sorry,
How are you
sorry.
doing?
Before your
You recently,
question.
Yeah.
sorry, before your
Yeah.
question, please, you can just follow this. I think he's watching now. Maybe he will say hi. You can just follow
Okay.
one handle like that again. Munichka, Munichka. So
Okay.
is that my friend that that has been bringing the white agent to Turkey to watch the players, to
Okay.
get
Okay.
something. So at
Okay.
least in one of these days you can just take your time and talk to him in your free time, and so
Of course.
he also have a lot of things to share, to the young players. He knows about football.
I've got some football managers watching right now. So
Okay.
Surulere League, everybody, Midas, please guys, we need to start doing things rightly. We need to talk to the people that are doing the business. Clubs that are following us, please let us do business. Let us talk to people that are doing the right things, so that our players can move the right way and then they are happy. Right. So I was
Yeah.
just about asking. So tell us about yourself, what you're doing now, where your club, which club you're playing for, because you've got you got injured recently. How did it go? How was it like for you? Tell us.
Yeah, I was in Yeni Amasia Sport, and I got injured, and it was so painful. I noticed it last season. So, and just because I was very, very important for the team. So, like 15 games to the end of the league, I know I can't continue again. But this black power thing that we always do and damage our body. Like every week, I take injection to play before warming up. Every weekend game, like that. I take injection. So I will play, nothing will happen to me. But after the game, immediately after the game, you will see me, limping. I will limp for like 2 3 days. So I've been doing it. I've been doing that. I will play on Sunday, and I will not train on Monday. I will not train on Tuesday. So on Wednesday, I will resume to training. You understand? So that is how I've been playing and managing. So, but at the end of the season, so I try to see, and I also I did a scan. So that scan result was very wrong. They said they couldn't see anything. So it was one doctor that just came and later, took me to somewhere, and they did the scan, and the scan was very, very a bad news to me. So I just have to take out and do the surgery then. Now I'm okay, and I can't wait to come back again. So the surgery that I did, it's not even up to 2 months now. So on the
Yeah.
20, on the
Yeah.
22nd of this month, it's gonna be 2 months. But now I'm working with my both legs now.
Wow.
So
Thank God.
surprised,
Thank
so
God for that.
surprising. So I was so surprised too, because the doctor said you can only walk after 3 months.
Wow.
So it's not even up to 2 months. I'm working with my both legs. I,
That's
I,
good news.
I
At
can
least
I can
for your
even
birthday
jog.
you
I
could
can
walk.
even jog. I can even go to stadium to jog now, but I'm only doing what doctor said I should do. So
Very important. Very
yeah.
important. So thank you so much, Drew Uyi, for joining us. Drew Uyi is also an agent. He's a brand specialist. He's a PR guru. Footballers. He talks to footballers about branding. He makes sure that you are a footballer. You need to brand yourself. Everything you do, you need to make sure that you are doing it well, coordinated. So that's what he talks about. So, but someone is responding here. I am Osh Money. He says, I'm a footballer and most of us don't have sponsors. We do everything for ourselves, like boots and every other stuff. How do you expect us to do all without money and sponsors? You want to respond to that, Gideon?
Yeah, I will use myself as an example. When I was in the same level, I don't have anything. I don't even have money to eat, even in Nigeria. I remember it's my elder brother that always, gave me 100 naira. So at that then I would just buy bread and beans, and I know that I'm okay for the day. Bread and beans every day, and I'm okay. So I will go to training. I will come back. I will rest. I'm a player that I'm very disciplined. I don't go out. I don't do woman thing, and I just focus that I have to, make it anyhow I have to make it. So I took my training very serious. And people, you don't know anybody, you don't know people that are watching you. You just
Yeah.
keep doing what you are doing. Pray. I don't say you should be religious. Just if you are a Christian, if you are a Muslim, if you are a Babalawo, or the, I don't know, just pray to God, and keep working. One day you will be favored. And if
Exactly.
you are, of course, if you are very good, everybody likes good player. If you are very good,
Yeah.
you will get something. So like, it's one of these union guys that helped me, in getting international passport. So
Union.
yeah, union, all these people that,
NURTW.
yeah, they call them area boys, area
Area
boys.
boys.
But you know one thing, area boys, they are more good than our pastors and our fa. Yeah, of course. He took his time, he took his money, spending all those things, for me, of which, say, when he did the passport for me, and he did this country, Malaysia, and all of that, and I took that same passport to church, that same passport and visa, I took it to church, and I met a pastor. I don't want to mention his name. I met a pastor, and I said, I have one problem. I need to, get a ticket and something like that. And he asked me, are you a bona fide member of this church? And I said, what the fuck? Pastor, if you want to help me, help me. If you don't want to help me, just. And he said, I have to be in one group like that before they can give me. So many people are coming to lie, all of those things. But as God will have His way, it's still that same church. I got a good Samaritan that said, okay, come and meet me at home. Let me give you something. So it's one of the congregation is doing it, but the pastor is not doing it. So that's just it.
Interesting. Very interesting. So you see, so for some of our churches, I think how they operate is, if you're not a member of the church and you need a favor, they would ask you, oh, what group do you belong to? Are you, sometimes I try not to blame them, because a lot of people come and then, oh, I've not eaten, give me money. They'll go and smoke, they'll go and do all this, That's why churches are maybe doing like that. But I mean, I'm not holding brief for anybody. But if you want to help people, help them.
Help them. That is what God told us to do. It's in the Bible. They are the ones telling us to read the Bible. So we are reading the Bible. We are learning too now about the Bible. You understand? So we understand the Bible now. If you are saying, I will give this guy the money, he will go and use it to smoke, or you just do your own, leave it. If you give him the money, just call him and advise him, talk to him in God's way. Try to win his soul. Something like that. But you see, many of them, they are saying, we don't want to give because you will go and use the money to smoke. Well, that is rubbish. So
Interesting.
why are we even going to church?
That's a story for another day, Gideon. That's a story for another day. So tell us, so Drew Uyi is saying that talent is like table salt, hard work and discipline. As a footballer, hard work and discipline is very important.
Very important. Very important. If you're a good player and you don't like to train, it's no matter how good you are, it's going to affect you. So you should know that hard work. Hard work is very, very important. You should discipline yourself. Like so many people, they will come to abroad. I've seen so many young players here. They've not even signed in amateur team, but I saw many of them in the club, nightclub. Then I will sit down. I'll be laughing. I will say, you say you want to play football. How can you play football? So you taking bottles like this and dancing, doing all those, something like that in the club. So football is not working like that. It's not working like that. I remember when I was in the same level of these players, I don't know any club here. I don't know any night club here. I don't know. I don't even care if they have club or not. I only want to be in somewhere and sign, and that really works for me.
I think what you're preaching is focus, absolute focus.
Yeah.
Absolute focus. So tell us, while you were growing up, who was your role model when you were growing up as a footballer?
When then it was a striker. I have so many of them. Thierry Henry, Ruud van Nistelrooy, all these Ronaldo de Lima. Yeah.
Ronaldo de Lima, the Brazilian.
Yeah.
Interesting. All of your games, which of your games would you rate as the most important that you've played so far? So if you're going to look at your football career and say, oh, this game, I will never forget in my life.
I would say my first league professional game. And that game happens to be in Istanbul, where I have a lot of my guys that they came to watch live, and they were boozing. I saw them. I was in the bench, and it was my first game, my first professional league game. In Istanbul. Istanbul is just like my home, where I have a lot of black guys from different countries. They came to share the love, to shout, to shout in the field, like Sani Gideon, Sani Gideon, Sani Gideon, like that. And I came into that match. We were playing goalless. We played first half. All the players they bought with big money. They lost 2 penalties in the first half, and we were still goalless. And I came in around I think it was 55 minutes. That opportunity just came. The guy, our captain, just made an across and just put that head. And that's how we sealed the 1-0. I was so happy, like unknown player, given the team, the first game, the first match, like that, 1-0. That's how that name keep flying high.
So Abib says failed expectation weakens footballers' focus. So I want to ask you, how many trials did you attend that failed?
A lot.
Before you signed.
A lot, uncountable, a lot. And in these trials, I saw a lot of challenges, which I didn't even allow to bring me down. A lot. I was in one trial, and they don't want to sign me. They say I don't have a manager. I don't have my passport. My visa is dead. Something like that. I should just go out of the hotel. And I was outside the hotel like this, shaking inside the cold. Like that. Different challenges. But I stayed focused.
Munich Casport, says a good soccer player must have
that is the Munich Casport that I was telling you.
Yeah. That's fine. So we will follow Munich Casport as well. It says a good soccer player must have conditioning, skills, and tactical knowledge. A player must work on all three and be the best they can be. Thank you so much, Monica Sports. I have one other question that I want you to answer, Gideon. So the question is, so you said you pick the first game of your professional career. So which
Yes.
one would you say after the match you went happy? Which of those games did you think,
It
oh,
was
this
our last
game?
game. Our last game that made us a champion. So we played in one field called Chaiko Recess Sport. I don't know if you know this guy, Nigerian guy, very short one.
Obuabona.
Guabona and this short midfielder now.
Uzoin.
They all played in that team. And
Rizespor.
this guy that played in Bashak Shei now, Azubike.
Azubike, yes.
Azubike also played there, I think. No, I don't think Azubike played there. It was that team. It was so we are both fighting for champion. If they win us, they are going for promotion. Then we will be fighting for playoff.
Yeah.
So we are only going there to win or to play draw. If we play draw, we are promoted already. If we win, we are promoted. Then, luckily for us, we won the game, and I started the game. I saw the fans. I was moved. I was playing in the wing, and all the noise just coming to my ear. So these are the things that the young players, in Nigeria, these are the things that you need to. It's not that I want to come to Europe. Europe is not easy. You will hear noise in your ear. You will not even be able to play. And even if you come around the winter time, it's hard for you because it's cold. All your leg in the boot will be skewed like this, and you will not even be able to play football. These are the things that when you come to Europe, you have to acclimatize in all these areas.
Surulere Regional League is saying we have a lot of young Nigerian players in Turkey wondering about, okay, do the good ones still have chance to play professional? How can they be connected to the right agents?
Yeah, they still have time. They have chance to play a professional, to have a professional contract. How do we want to put it? But this in Europe now, everybody is thinking, even most people, even if some of them can talk to Monica and Efizi, if they can talk to them, they will tell them that if your age is 23, 24, 25, it's going to be a little bit hard. Now, all European teams, they are only requesting for 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, or let me just say 22. If you cannot sign a professional contract in 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, then where do you want to go and play? Because any team that want to sign you, they want to do business. They are not signing you because they just want to sign you to help you. They want to make money on you. So they want to see how you can play one season or half season, how you're going to put it. One season, half season, 1.5 season, so that they can sell you. So with that, the age is going. And all other teams want young players, not old players. That's just it.
So Surulere Regional League, your question has been answered. So Drew, he says Turkish are very passionate about football. Tell us, what's your relationship with the fans?
Very, very good. I love the fans. I so much love them. If you permit me, I can play a video for you, and you see how fans are going, how they are going road.
We have some time.
Okay.
We have some time. You can play some fun. Let us watch some of those videos.
No, it's just a short video that's Let me just go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Sani Gideon. Yeah. Sorry. Ah, how is it on? Okay.
So thank you everyone for staying tuned. Thank you so much. Make sure that you're following Footballers Connect NG, right?
You see?
Yeah. Yes.
So this
Yes.
this is the when we are about to start with the warming up time.
Yeah.
So they are calling.
Wow, the fans are making a hell of noise.
You know,
Wow.
these are the things, and now check when you sign a bigger team here. Those one are they are another thing. Turkish people, they love football. They love the game. They don't care if you are black or you are white, or It's just when you are doing it well, they love you. That is when they know you. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, guys.
So
So
the,
we're
the, the, thing,
reaching.
the thing that can really help again is when you are giving them back. They've shown you the love. So when you are giving them back the love, it's what moved them crazy so much.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
guys. So we're getting to the closing. So if you have any question that you'd like to ask Gideon, so please send them in now. So Gideon, tell us what's your best food. You tell us your best Nigerian food and your best Turkish food.
I don't really have best. I don't really have the best food. But then when I was in Nigeria, I loved beans so much. But now I don't even think I love that beans again.
Beans and bread when you were playing amateur football
Yeah.
in Nigeria.
Yeah. But now they have a lot of good food, and
Now
uh,
beans don't relegate.
no, I don't really.
Money good though.
And I don't like all this okele. I don't like them. No.
You don't like swallow again.
No, 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 no. I don't like it.
So that means you're a
But
rice kind of
but if I don't
person.
have a choice, I take it once in a while. But because even that okele is not even good for footballer. You just is saying go and eat akpu or eba, to make you strong. You see some Oyibo that even stronger than you.
Yeah.
When some
Yeah,
Oyibo
very true.
jam you, say this, they will say Oyibo don't train. Oyibo they don't train. They train past the Nigeria self. It's just that we are training without programs, but Oyibo train with programs and with time. Yeah.
I want you to tell us when you got your first. How much was the money that you got that wowed you? The first money that you got that wowed you. Say, hey, now maybe this.
It was when I was in Izmir Sport. They use all my money to do something else, which I didn't get anything. But one man came and said, "Hey, you have made our team proud. You have made our team, to be well known, something like that." And the man gave me $400, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm not even getting anything for that. Now I get 400. I just sent I sent $300 to Nigeria to my family, and I kept $100 with myself. I'll be managing myself, which I know later on will be better, So
So
it
when
was
you yeah.
so when I signed Akisa, that is what wowed me again. Like, oh, 19,000 euro, good money. Yeah.
That night, how did you sleep that night?
No sleep, no sleep, no sleep.
Tell us. Okay, so the reality is, guys, when you get that your first 1 million naira, how was your feeling like? Okay, so when you got your 19,000 euro, did you sleep that night at all?
I said no sleep, no sleep. Sleep is not coming. Sleep is not coming. I signed a professional contract. I know how much I signed, and they also the contract was written like if you play up to so number, you will still get more bonus, and if you win a match you get this bonus. So all those things, I say, oh, I was just wow, this life is too good, something like that. So that is why even like 2 days ago, I told some of the players that we train here, I told them that some of you doesn't understand what is football. They don't know what football is. If you guys know what football is, you will definitely work towards it, and because I've been there. I have I've seen everything. I told them when we are in Super League, we beat Besiktas 4-1 in our ground, and I was just in the bench. I was in the bench in that match. I did not even go into the match. I was just in the bench. And the people that started the game, all the players get 50,000 Turkish lira. And me that I'm in the bench, I got 25,000 Turkish lira. Football is very simple, but at the starting point, it's going to be hard, but just push. Definitely, you will meet difficulties on your road. You will meet all the gallops, all the things, all the problems on your road, but just focus and make sure you get there. Yeah.
Interesting. So I think that's a very good one. On your journey to the top, you will meet difficulties. It is never easy. Even to Baba say, if they tell you say easy, you're gonna set up. It is never easy. It's never
inside
easy.
The Bible now. God sent us to this world not to come and enjoy. Like, there will be a time of trouble. There will be a time of enjoyment. So it's like
Interesting.
that.
Interesting. So was there ever a time that you ever thought of, if I wasn't playing football, what would I be doing?
Yeah, there's a time I thought of this. So that's what prompted me, in doing some savings and try to help people, because then that I started this. I don't even care about saving money. When you just call me, hey Ogidi Alpha, please, can you just help me do immediately? I will send, I will give, and I focus on my family as well, because they are squatting with people, and when I have that opportunity, I brought everybody back, to just get a place for them, and just like that. So I'm also thinking, if I'm not playing football, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So I'm having that plans now. Hopefully, it's going to work for me.
So, assuming you didn't make it professionally, assuming you didn't make professional football, where did you see yourself that you'll be in? Maybe what job would you be doing if you did not play football professionally?
That would be tough. Number one, football, I would have quit. So, because I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe I'll be into business. We have a lot of guys, doing this clothes business in Turkey. They will get clothes and send them to Nigeria and like that. Maybe I'll also be in that level.
So do you know why I asked you this question? So let's say that as guys that are playing football right now in Nigeria, football is the only thing they focus on. I'm going to use myself as an instance. I also wanted to play football. Of course, you know that I played football to some level. I trained, I joined Pepsi, I played, but I went to school, right? For those guys that don't get to your level, I'm not saying this to spite anybody, but there are many guys out there. They don't know what to do. They can't even feed themselves. They cannot make anything out of life for themselves. What is your advice for these people?
Well, my advice for them, particularly those that are in Nigeria, the ones that are into my age,
Yeah.
I think they should stop. The reason, because they are not in the system. And another thing, okay, like me now, my age, 30 years, and no team will come to you and say, give us a player of 30 years or 31, something like that. They will always want to sign young players and all of those things. So then I would just call them, like I do advise on people to you should just get another thing doing. You understand? So if football is not working, try to get some other business, like that. If you are getting penny, it doesn't matter. At least you are doing something. That penny will still become a large
Millions.
business. So it's just for you to start somewhere. So, and another thing is, many of them, they have talent, but they are not. They don't know what they have. I don't know how I'm going to put it. They don't know the talent they have, but they have talent that they can use in bringing themselves up, and into the limelight. So it's just for them to discover themselves and go with that.
Sani Gideon, we've kept you for more than 1 hour, like more than 1 hour 30 minutes, and I must say that it's been very enlightening. We've learned a lot from you. You shared with us the sweet part, the bitter part. You've told us how it was from the beginning, and I mean, I know you one-on-one, and I know the things that you're doing. So Blackface is saying football is a very jealous game. I mean, football doesn't allow you to do a lot of things, and that's the truth. When you're playing football, you feel like, oh, this is the only thing that I can do with my life.
Yeah, exactly.
But the reality is, you can actually do something else with your life.
Definitely.
It's not just football.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just football.
Exactly.
So, Gideon, I'm going to allow you give us one final word as we go. So before I do that, I'm going to say again, please, if you're not following Footballers Connect NG, please ensure that you're following us. Thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned. Thank you so much, guys, for following us. It's been a very interesting chat with Gideon. We wish Gideon all the best in his career, and we wish him the best after his career. But we're going to hear one last word from you, Gideon, before we go.
Yeah, like the only thing I can just say is, if you're still a young player, you can just still keep doing. Just keep your head up. You don't keep your head down, because if you keep your head down, you cannot see where you're going. Just keep your head up and try to stay focused. FHW is the key. FHW, faith, hard work. So if you have faith, if you had it with hard work, it's going to help you. You have to discipline yourself. Footballer doesn't work. Footballer doesn't go out anyhow. If you're a footballer, you have to be a footballer. If you are area boys, or you have to be area boys, just try and focus and pray to God. Definitely one day it will really favor you.
One day ball will bounce well for you. That's the final word. Thank you so much, Gideon, for being with us. We really appreciate. Sometime this week, we'll be having a chat with someone from Cyprus, and it's going to be very interesting, because I also understand that there are many footballers in Cyprus as well. And
All
Lawrence
over,
has already told me that, hey,
all over Europe.
all over Europe, all over.
Yeah,
But we need to tell
I've
ourselves the
been,
truth.
I've
Come
been
on,
to,
Barawa Sotoro.
yeah, I've been to different countries all over Europe. Name it. I've been there. I see everything. So it's not. That's why anybody that wants advice or the truth, I will definitely tell you how it is. So it's now left for you to go with it or to do your own. So
Or
if you
not.
do your own, you are
Yeah.
your own. If you do my own, you will definitely get the result. You know,
Thank you so
like
much, Gideon.
there's one somebody that you know. Yeah, the day he came to Turkey and he saw me and I said, what did you come to do in Turkey? I said, why did you come to Turkey? He said, the agent brought them. They want to play in one team like that. And I said, okay, but if you want to hear my own advice, it's better for you to go back home. Go back to Nigeria. Go and start a new life. Here, if you are here, you will just be here doing nothing. Doing nothing. It can't work. I'm the only player that God just raised from nowhere to that top level. No, nobody else in Turkey. So I'm not saying God that did that for me cannot do for others. Of course, He can do, but you have to work towards it. You know, can you sacrifice what I've, sacrifice? You know, can you discipline yourself? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do woman. It was now that football is going to end gradually. So that is when the woman thing normal we do. But then I don't fucking, no matter how you are beautiful, I don't want you. I only want that future. That, let me just get there. Then before other things. So
I know the
if
story. Thank God for you. I mean, like this one when you talk now, we don't go. So
yeah,
Dr. Kotrad is saying,
there's
Sani,
somebody that
write
there's
a
one
book.
one one Trini Silva. You see that Trini Silva that wrote Truth. Sani, I can
Yeah,
testify to
yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
the guy is my brother here. Is we were together then. Even
Mm.
before anything, when the thing was rough. So he knows about everything as well. So
Sani Gideon, we're going to write a book. Oh. We're going to write a book about your experience in Turkey. I mean, Dr. Cottrell, you said Dr. Cottrell is in US. I mean, if you want to write a book, we will organize this thing. You will write it. Blackface is saying footballers don't like truth, oh, and that's the truth. I
yeah,
mean,
they will not like the truth, but you just have to tell them if they like. They should, when they see you, they should if they me. I will tell you the truth. When you see me, don't greet me. If you see me, greet me. If you see me, don't greet me. I will welcome anything, but I will tell you that truth. So when the thing happen, you will still remember that somebody told you this.
yeah, yeah,
So that's
yeah.
just it.
All right, I don't want Instagram to take us off or yank us off this time. These guys are cracking me. Dr. Cottrell, he says, yes, if you need help. Of course. I mean, Sani, we can talk about this because the truth is
Takbara, you
there's
know
a
well. How many wives
Shakara.
you can
Shakara said,
get
how
now?
many wives do you have? Honestly, we'll come back again and talk about this thing. Drew Uyi says the early marriage is good. I mean, early marriage is very good.
Yeah, definitely.
Early marriage is very good. Thank you so much, Gideon. Blackface
You're
again. He
welcome.
says the truth is that 35-year-old still want to play in Europe.
Yeah, you are not in the system. You still want to play in Europe. Why are you deceiving yourself? You know,
Hmm.
it's not working like that. It's not working like that. Everybody,
All
everybody
right.
just want to play football. Everybody just want to play football. Everybody cannot play
Hmm.
football. Everybody cannot be a professional player. Everybody cannot get a professional contract. I could remember you too. You know how to play football now. I watch you. I know you very well. You know how to play football, but you're not playing. You are doing something else. Just tally with the with same game. you are still in the game, but not on the
On the field.
field. That's just it.
Surulere League says they should look for something else to do. We're not going to leave here today. We'll continue.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Okay. Dre _ real 82 says I have them a lot from where I come from.
Yeah, I know Dre real 82. His name is Dari. He also play in Turkish league too, but the lower division side. So
okay.
he also I think he took one team. He took one team when they get promoted. They promoted to third league. To third league. So they were champion then. So Henry, I see you.
All right. Thank you so much, Gideon. We have to go. It's almost 8 p.m. in Nigeria. And I know it's almost 10 p.m. at your end as well. I'd like to appreciate everybody that has joined us today. Surulere, you're still asking a question. Is there opportunity for players that play Bar League to play? Yeah, Bar League to play professional.
Of course. If you're a good player, of course, that is what happened to me. I played in the Bar League, and I catapulted myself to professional.
Interesting.
Interesting. So,
all right.
But it takes a long perseverance. Am I correct?
Yeah. You need to persevere.
Yeah. So that's just it.
Everybody says sleep no catch us, but I mean, we just so that we can keep it moderated. We would have to go. Maybe we'll bring Gideon again some other time. Sani Gideon, we're going to share this online, and then it's going to be available, right? People can watch over and over again. I'm going to send you a copy as well so that you can also share on your link. Thank you so much, guys. I look forward to bringing you someone else again who's going to speak to us from the art. He's going to share with us what it takes to survive, what it takes to succeed.
They said they're enjoying the interview.
All right, guys, so we have to go. Thank you so much, Dr. Cottrell. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining from around the globe.